Alright, so this is going to be a quick little video because I need to make up for last week's video that got 0 views. But anyways, so basically all I'm going to be talking about is super quick about why I think the CLS is a great car, a great underrated vehicle that's flown under the radar for a very long time because I don't really hear people talk about the CLS, whether that even be like the hype models like the CLS 63. People just don't say anything about it, and it's really sad because it's such a great car. All 3 generations have been based off of the E-Class of the corresponding generation, so like the W219, the W218, which actually comes after the W219, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But, you know, that one, and then the W257, because fuck it. For example, the W219 or the C219, if you're a fucking nerd, is based off of the W211, which is my personal favorite E-Class. Besides controversial, the W213, I think it's a good fucking E-Class, okay? See, I don't actually know if that's controversial, but what the fuck ever. This isn't about that. This is about the CLS. I think for the most part, the CLS is just a better E-Class. Like, even the most recent generation, the W257, like, it shares the same platform as the E450. It shares the same engine as the E450, that being that weird fucking inline 6 turbo thing. See, I can't be expected to remember all this shit, but it's the M256. That's what it's called. They're using it in all the new 450 designation models, even the GLS, which I think is a little weird, but you know, they apparently they know what they're doing. I feel the exact same way about the X5 having the B58. I just think it's not enough power to pull that thing, and like even the 740 is not that much heavier than the 540, at least the G20 or the G30, and then the other, whatever the hell the 7 Series is. No one cares about the 7 Series. Everyone just buys an S-Class. But the X7 is completely different. That thing's way too big. But anyways, I'm getting off track. My personal favorite is the W218. Just like dude, the fucking, like, the rear half of this car just looks so hot, dude. Like, with that fender flare, it's the fender flare. That's what does it for me on this car. It's that fender flare. And like I said earlier, all this car really is just a better E-Class, because for the most part, they share the same interior. Like, the W257 is pretty much the exact same interior as the W213, and that applies to all the other CLSs. But the other thing is that they're much cheaper generally on the used market, except if you're talking about like the CLS 63 from like the W218 generation. If you're talking about that, then you're kind of reaching a little bit. The E50 or the E63 is cheaper. But if you had to, ask me which one I would take the CLS 63, because let's be real, it's way cooler than the W212. I just can't get past that fucking infotainment with the calculator and bullshit. Like, this was the era of calculator screens, so I'm not really gonna dig into it too much, but I just think it's ugly. But let's stray away from AMG for a minute. Let's talk about the base models, and in particular the CLS 550, because I have a lot to say about that fucking engine. And you may be thinking, oh, just the M273 to M273? No, that thing sucks in its own regard. But I'm specifically talking about the M278, the 4.7 liter twin turbo V8. Or sorry guys, but bi-turbo. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. This was the same engine used in the pre-facelift W212 S550. And they kind of just suck buns, and that's why the S550 in particular is much cheaper than the 560, because the 560 has the better M176, yes, which is, basically the same engine as the M177 and the M178, but one's AMG and one's got a dry sump oil system, blah, 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 whatever, man. These engines are so fucking booty, bro. Like, right here, I wrote it down, but I'm going to read it off this website because it's better. But, you got oil leaks, coolant leaks, camshaft adjuster, and camshaft failure, which is pretty common in engines, or Mercedes engines from this time. There's a lot of fucking cam issues. I don't remember the specific one, but it's on the W204 C250, I'm pretty sure. And then there's the timing chain tensioner, the ignition coils, fuel injector, turbo, and then the turbo lines are really brittle, and they fucking break, and then all the carbon bullshit. Like, dude, I'm not, no. I really think the sweet spot for this car is the W219 CLS 500 with the M113, the good one. Jesus. Sorry guys, I'm making a Mercedes video, guys. I need to be more classy. I need to fucking raise my pinky up while I'm sipping my tea. But anyways, that's the sweet spot, I think, because you still get a 5-liter V8 that's pretty fucking reliable. And, you know, you get 302 horsepower and 339 foot-pounds of torque. That's pretty good. It's enough to have fun with, and it's built on the W211 platform. Best E-Class. Mercedes-Benz released a supercar called the E350, you guys. And it's based on the same platform as this wonderful supercar. So why wouldn't you buy the CLS 500? Now, with the W257, they kind of rounded it out and made it look a little shittier, but I mean, it's okay because you got modern stuff. You got modern amenities. But let me talk about one thing, right? And that's the CLS 450 versus the CLS 53. And these both have the same or similar-ish engines. Like the M257 is the base model in the CLS 450, and the M256 is in the CLS 53. Now, these are basically the same fucking engine, right? It just, like, moderately tuned and changed a little bit. Like, the CLS 450 is 362 horsepower and 369 torque, while the CLS 53 is 429 horsepower and 384 torque. So it's not that much of a difference. If you just tune your CLS, it kind of does the same thing. And then here come y'all in the comments. But the AMG has the bigger brakes and the suspension. And you'd be right. I would totally be on your side, 100%. And now, it kind of sucks that they discontinued the CLS 63 because I'd love to see a CLS 63 with the 4-liter, with that M177. That thing would be bad fucking ass, dude. Like, they had it in everything. I don't give a fuck if it's the fucking M177 LS1 or the M177 LS2. I literally do not care. Just put an M177 in the CLS 63. Oh, wait, you can't because they discontinued the CLS because they hate money.
Why wouldn't you just buy an E-Class?
Because the CLS is cooler than the fucking E-Class. Especially when what you have to compare it to is the W212 pre-facelift. This thing is, I just think it's ugly, man. And I've driven this car. It feels interesting. In the facelift, though, oh boy, that's a good car. Mercedes didn't spend $1 billion on the fucking mid-cycle refresh for it to be shit. No. This thing's great. So you could get the E400, and the E400 had the M276, and that's a really good engine. But anyways, this is the end of the video, okay? So, like the video and subscribe the video. Because if you don't like and subscribe the video, the guy from the cover of Super Ride Grandpa is gonna come to your house, and he's gonna fucking recruit you for grandpa racing. And honestly, that sounds kind of shitty. I got work in the next couple days. I got work tomorrow, and I got work the day after. So I kind of have to make it to work. So if I were you, I'd subscribe to video. But anyways, buy a CLS while the price is cheap. Please buy a CLS. They're great, just don't buy the shitty ones. Research which ones the shitty ones are. The ones with the 4.7 are garbage. The ones with the 5.5 also garbage. Just make sure you're getting the right one. That's it. See ya.